Yeah, we do have to be patient, and also just really recognize the truth is that, when we get engaged, we see change. We can liken it to gardening, or also, I sometimes think of like working out. I don't know how many times that I exercise that I really feel like exercising, but I like the result of it, and the getting engaged in local government is very similar. If we don't let our feelings aren't always great drivers. They're wonderful and all of that, but they shouldn't always be the captain of the ship.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sometimes, but just not all the time. And when we're feeling like, gosh, government, it's messy, it's all these different things. If we simply make sure that we're registered to vote, and maybe there's a $5 or $10 donation that you make to the Republican Party, for us to do this voter guide as an example. Those are very low stakes contributions. If there's other areas that you are passionate about, or other skills that you have, we can talk more about, other ways to engage, but just, the truth is when we get engaged and we get just a little bit educated on how really impactful that small measure of engagement is, it begins to encourage us in the truth that we're actually causing the change that we want to see. The safer streets, all the things. And so it's patience, but it's also encourage patience. And I always recommend that folks, find the community and the fun in the process. There's whether it's like a voting party, or maybe you're connecting, maybe you want to get engaged in government because of an issue. Maybe the addiction, homelessness, that whole situation that we have on the streets, maybe that's something that's really upsetting you. Well, there's some task forces right now that we're working with that are creating change and really bringing some new hope and new options to this situation. And so maybe your engagement in government looks like partnering around an issue, or maybe you have a skill. That's another area. I've got a wonderful person as an example, and she, happens to be a PCO, but she wouldn't need to be. She loves to design graphics for a lot of the different events and things that we want to tell the public about, and that's an incredible gift. So there's lots of creative ways. You're another great example. Your gift at podcasting and creating this whole media opportunity. So there's so many ways for people to get engaged. And I think that when we're doing something that's fun, then a lot less patience is required. If we're having fun with the people we're doing it with, like actually enjoying the process, less patience is required. And so I try to encourage people to kind of lean into that. Follow the thing that sparks you in life in general. What do you care about in general? And then engage in government in that sphere or that area.